Right, so add a table footer at the bottom of the table using t-foot element inside of the footer. Add the following data. So we needed a table row with a closing table row, table data, which table data closing with a total in between, and that's your total there. And then table row, closing table row, TD, table data, table closing table data, and 28 in amongst it. And then we need a t-foot and a closing t-foot, and that's total and 28. And a closing table finishes it off. Styling with CSS. Tables by default are very bland, they have no borders. The font colour is black and the typeface is the same type used for other HTML. CSS are cascading style sheets as a language web developers use to style the HTML content on a web page. You can use CSS to style tables specifically. You can style the various aspects mentioned above. So if you want the table to have a border, a font family and a text align, you put table, comma, THTD. The code and example above demonstrates just some of the various table aspects you can use styling. Use CSS properties. We've included a CSS file containing instructions for styling the HTML content in the index.html file. In style is CSS, set out the font size of all table headings and table data to 18 pixels. So
officers on this bridge process 12,000 trucks of cargo every day.
Table headings.
Routine trade like agriculture or auto parts. But sometimes something a little more unusual.
TH and TD. 18 pixels. No, it's a pad. So I want to make what? The font size. So font size colon.
The sale must receive approval from the State Department and Congress, making sure these fighting machines don't end up in the wrong.
18 pixels semicolon. So that's a table header, table data. So as you can see, we changed the table completely. HTML table review, great. In this lesson we've learned how to create a table, add data to it, and section the table to smaller parts that make it easier to read. Let's review what we've learned so far. The table element, table tag creates a table. TR element adds rows to a table. To add data to a row, you can use TD element. Table headings clarifying the meaning of data. Headings are added with the TH element. Table data can span columns using the column attribute. Table data can span rows using the row attribute. Row span attribute. Tables can be split into three main sections: a head, a body, and a footer. A table's head is created with the T-head element. A table's body is created with the T-body element. And a table's footer is created with the T-foot element. All CSS properties you learned about in this course can be applied to tables and their data. Congratulations on completing the HTML tables. Introduction to HTML forms. Forms are part of everyday life. When we use a physical form in real life, we write down information and give it to someone to process. Think of the times you had to fill out information of various applications like a job or a bank account, or dropped off a completed suggestion card. Each instance is a form. Just like a physical form, an HTML form element is responsible for collecting information to send somewhere else. Every time we browse the internet, we come into